is it. This is the Heathens music video live stream that you've all been waiting for, and this needs to go here. Okay, it doesn't like that. Orientation is locked. How do you do that? Shoot. Oh, it's fine. She'll be fine. She's nice. Okay. It doesn't like that the orientation is locked. So, clearly I have so many things to learn about YouTube. But, oh, there we go. Okay, got it. All right, now I gotta flip this camera. All right, guys. Oh, sorry.
There you go.
There we go. Okay, good to go. All right. Sit down. Okay. Okay, well, these are my, this is my dog, Zoe. We tried to get her to stay away, but she is very persistent. Very, very, very persistent. So, anyway, I'm here with Cory Bowcut. I've been talking about him all day. He's awesome. And we're really excited because we've been working hard on this video. So, we're just basically I'm gonna ask Cory all sorts of questions about the video. This is his baby, his passion project, and so it's been really cool to be a part of it and just like help bring it to life. So I guess like the first question is how did you decide like that you wanted to do this project? How did it?
Yeah, so I've been listening to 21 Pilots for a very long time. They are one of my top favorite bands, if not my favorite. And I could literally be in a bad mood, a good mood, whatever type of mood, and I can listen to them. And their messages are actually, they're very deep. Like you can listen to the lyrics once, like, oh, that sounds really cool. But like you keep listening, and it just hits home for me, I think. And I feel like it's got somewhat like a God kind of gospel-related message each time. And so with this project, I've been wanting to do a music video for 21 Pilots for a few years now, and it's hard to find people who just write music for 21 Pilots. So I actually said, hey, you know what? I'm going for it. I'm going to bring people on that I can to help me out with this, and made a huge collaboration with everybody. So I asked Kelsey to sing for me, and she did an amazing job. The performance in the video was just outstanding, and I've been editing it. It's just, I can't ask for anything better. And we brought Brendan Nielsen on to help write and mix the music, and it's just phenomenal. The bass just hits, it's just awesome. And so it just kind of turned into this collaboration project that just, I don't know, just blossomed. It was awesome.
Yeah, so cool. Yeah, it's been awesome. Brendan did a great job with
amazing
production. I can't wait for you guys to hear the song. It's like a cool electronic version. It's like different than the original, but it's like very, very unique and really kind of hits home.
Yep.
So how did you decide, you love 21 Pilots, how did you decide you wanted to do Heathens instead of like, because there's a couple songs you were like talking about with me, and you were like, oh, I want to do this song, I want to do this song.
Yeah, so, okay, so I've got a few favorite songs like Heavy Dirty Soul, Message Man are my two top favorite songs off the new album. But when Suicide Squad came out, I actually haven't seen the movie, but I've listened to that song probably more than any other song. It's just, there's something about the sound and the bass hits on that song. They're just so powerful. And I like the message behind it. It's like, when you watch the original music video and you listen to the lyrics, it's kind of talking about people that like are different. They're just really strange. They're Suicide Squad people. They're the bad guys from the DC Marvel comics, and they've done terrible things. And in the lyrics, Tyler Joseph, he's just kind of talking about how these people are so bad. You don't understand them. You don't get who they are.
Right.
And you don't realize why they've done these things. And with this video, I kind of turn that into, you being this person who's somewhat judgmental, or seeing these people as this, the face of these people. They do bad things, and in the end, you realize you're just like them. We all make mistakes, and that's kind of where I wanted to bring this full circle. It's like everyone kind of has this judgmental feel to them. Like we always kind of judge people right off, first impressions. But in the end, like we need to realize like we're all making mistakes here. And so that's what I kind of wanted to build in this video, and I just kind of turned into that. So.
That's awesome. I love that. I'm gonna go grab my dog real quick.
You're good. I'll stay here and keep people company.
Yeah, that's right.
So, I'll keep this rolling for you guys. If you can, in the comments, I can't see what's going on, but just leave a comment on your favorite song by 21 Pilots if you like them. And if you don't have a favorite song, tell us one that you really like right now. So, yeah. We'll see what Kelsey's looking at. She's looking at the screen.
Trying to see if there's any comments, but not show live chat messages. Yep. Okay. Trick or treat. Hi, Kendall. Hey, if anyone's on here, just say hey. Let us know who's tuned in. It looks like there's a couple people here. Kendall's here. Hello, Kendall. Quick little shout out to anyone who is watching. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this will build a little bit more. Okay. Cool. So, let me see. What else was I was gonna ask you? Okay, well, that'll stop in just a second. That's my dog, everybody. He loves people, kind of.
And loves barking.
And he loves barking. He's really cute, so.
He just wants to be on video.
Come here. Come here. Okay, well, so the next question I was gonna ask is, like, you talked about how the idea for, like, not to judge, we're all, like, the same, we all have, like, issues and stuff like that. What's kind of like the creative idea, without giving too much away, what's kind of like the creative idea, the way that you were able to represent that creatively in the music video?
Okay, so yeah, Kelsey actually posted some pictures on her Facebook account, just kind of showing, you know, what was happening behind the scenes. And so I actually tied into the first album, Vessel by 21 Pilots. Well, I guess their first big album. It's like their third or fourth album. But I brought in the masks that they would wear live and what they would use in their own music videos. So I kind of brought that full circle, and I showed these people, and if you listen to the song Heathens, the Heathens are people wearing the masks in my music videos. So I brought these masks in, showed them that they were these heathens, and you're not wearing a mask, so you're kind of like this outside person. And so eventually there's a part where you actually pick up a mask, and we kind of go from there. So I won't give it away, but it's kind of cool what happens.
What happens?
Stay tuned for that.
Yeah, for real. That was so cool. Like all the people that were there like had these ski masks on, and I kind of came late into the shooting, so they'd already filmed all that. Everyone already knew who their character was with the ski mask. So when I got there, like, a lot of my friends came and helped, and were extras, and some people that you know as well came and helped. And I was totally expecting to be like, oh, hey guys, it's good to see you. And when I got there, like, everyone was already in character. They had their ski masks on, so I was legitimately kind of scared and judging these people. Because I was like, they are heathens. Like,
who are these people?
They're like holding all these weapons, like wrenches, and like, these people want to kill me. So that was kind of interesting, because it kind of made the video, like, really come full circle for me. Like, I didn't have to pretend that these were my friends. Like, they really didn't feel like my friends at the moment. But then over the course of the video, I realized, oh yeah, these are my friends. We're all the same. So yeah, I'm really excited for you guys to see it too. It's such a cool creative direction that Cory went with this. That was totally his idea, and I love the way that it turned out. It's kind of like creepy and eerie and cool, and it's just like just in time for Halloween. Like, it's perfect. So
yeah, we didn't want to go too scary. I do a lot of bright, uplifting music videos in general. This one I kind of wanted with the Halloween spirit, kind of wanted to get on that spooky level. So didn't take it too far, but it's got a good 21 Pilots spooky theme to it for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So, do you have any other plans to do any other 21 Pilots music videos?
Oh my gosh, yes, but I bet it'll probably be another couple months until we can find, you know, more music to start writing to and have time to put that all together. Because I'm getting booked out, you know, I'm just busy, but I would love to make more 21 Pilots music videos for sure, and bring you on for sure.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I would love that too. Yeah. No, 21 Pilots is so great. I didn't get to. Did you see them live in concert when they came last time?
Yeah, in Salt Lake, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It was amazing.
They're
so
bad.
One of the best performers I've ever seen live.
They're so good.
Yeah.
I bet live they're amazing too.
Yeah.
Well, let me see if there's any questions. If you guys have any questions about the music video or the pictures or anything like that you saw, you haven't heard the song yet, but you saw some pictures, you've heard from Cory. So if you have any questions, now would be the time to ask them. And then I will ask Cory, and then we'll get your answers. So
cool.
Let me look. Awesome.
Come here, puppy. You can ask me and the pup.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out. Got any questions, guys? Show the chat bubbles. I'm still trying to figure out. Oh, hi. I just flipped the camera to be me. I'm trying to figure out YouTube still, but anybody? Okay. I think we might head over to Facebook because I tried to get audiences on people on here, but they're not really. Okay, here we go. Kendall's got a question. Thanks, Kendall. He says, how long does it take from start to finish to do the video? That's a great question.
Okay, yeah. So I'll start from the beginning. First, it was trying to find the right person who was going to be my singer. So Kelsey was actually the first person I reached out to. And I said, hey, I would love to have you be a singer for this song. And we kind of talked, you know, back and forth, like what songs we could do, what would feel right. And so we probably chatted for a couple of days and figured that out. And another day or two passed by, we got a hold of a writer for the actual music of the song. So we reached out to a couple people, and we chose Brendan Nielsen, who is amazing. So if you look him up, it's BDN. If you look him up on Facebook, you'll find his music. He's awesome. And so another couple days there, and then he probably took 2-3 weeks max to write the song and kind of get it dialed into where we could actually record it. Kelsey took a couple days to get the vocals done, and that that whole process probably took us 3-4 weeks max. So it didn't take too long. That's actually pretty quick. And then when it comes to shooting, we probably shot it in less than 3 hours, I think is what we did it.
It was pretty quick.
It was fast. So normally on a big production with how many people we had, it'll take longer than that, but we just, did a running gun, got over with pretty quick, which normally I'm actually a pretty quick shooter. I usually do about 2 hours on most of my shoots. I don't do big productions. It's usually me and one singer or 2 singers. So. Okay. But on this one, yeah, we did it in about 3.5 hours, and then editing, I've probably spent around 8 hours so far in editing. So I'm planning to put in a few more hours and just get it dialed in. So.
That's awesome. Yeah, making a music video is a process, guys. When you watch music videos on YouTube and stuff, you're like, oh, that's nice, but you don't always think about like all the time and all the energy and all the planning, production that went into it. It's a lot of work. So yeah, it's been really cool though. And also like huge thanks to everyone that like donated their time and came and helped us with the music video. Amazing. Like we had so many wonderful extras there. Like so many of my friends who came and were happy to just hold weapons and intimidate me.
Yeah, it'd be scary.
Yeah, and a lot of people, Cory knew too. Just everyone that was so kind to like donate their time and just come help us. It was really, really awesome. So thanks to you guys for doing that. So yeah, let me see if there's any other questions. If not, we may switch over to Facebook. Okay, here we go. Steve Solberg. Oh, hey, Steve. Okay, Steve's online. Do you play the music you are filming in the background while you are filming to keep a sense of where you're at in the song, or did you come back? I think he's just asking. It's hard for me to figure out how to see the messages. Basically, he's asking. Oh, here we go. Okay, or do you sing along in your head, or did that matter for this video? Okay.
I'll let you take this one.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, guys. YouTube live stream is still a new thing for me, so I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm like a rookie over here. But, yeah, so to answer your question, Steve, thanks for tuning in. We did play the song while we're filming because I have to have something to lip sync to. But there's other times when there's scenes when I'm not singing. It was kind of quiet at first, and we're like, we should probably play the music because we need to like have some mood, some energy here. So if it was a scene where I wasn't lip syncing, then we played the normal Heathens song. But if it was like the scene where I was like singing it, then we played our version as well. But that was actually kind of an interesting thing about this video. We didn't get to finalize the vocals before we filmed it. And so I've never done that before where I was kind of singing to like a draft just because of timing and stuff. I wasn't able to get the vocals done before. And so that was kind of a cool adventure to think about, okay, how am I going to sing it in the final version when I'm recording the vocals? I need to make my mouth match that now because it wasn't the same as the draft. So that was kind of interesting. There's times when my mouth is doing different things in the draft when we were filming, and I was like, this is weird. But I knew that's how I was going to sing it in the final version. So definitely a challenge, but I think it worked out, right?
Yeah, no, I've actually gone through all the editing, all the pieces on that. It worked out perfectly, so I didn't see anything that wasn't matching. So typically, when you film it, you do want the song to be completely mastered and finished and everything. But it also helps for the filmer to be able to capture the audio in camera or on external recorder, just because when you go to edit, you want to be able to sync up the clips to the full audio. So if you have the audio from the the actual speaker that's playing during the filming, that will match up with the final song in post and editing. So that helps out a lot too.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of unique to do it this way. That was the first time we've done it that way.
It's tough, but it's good.
But hey, it worked out. So yeah, thanks for that question, Steve, and thanks, Kendall. We go check and see if we've got anything else. Okay. Does Kelsey have plans to record videos to her own songs? Yes, I do, Kendall. Thanks for asking. Yeah, so I actually have I have one song that's about to release in a couple weeks. I'm just finishing up the video for that, and then 2 more songs that I just finished writing. One's called Gray and one's called Running, and so now I have to do music videos for those. So yeah, to answer your question, yes, that is in the works. It's always a matter of like trying to juggle your projects. Like this is a project which is awesome, and then I'm doing a Christmas song, and I'm doing a cover with Nadia soon. Actually, tomorrow. We're recording that tomorrow. Cool. So there's just there's things coming up all the time. But yeah, I have my own songs that are in the works as well. Just trying to nail down video ideas. So yeah, and Cory's working on stuff all the time too. Very, very busy. So if you guys ever need any videography or anything, go to him because he's awesome.
I'll help you out.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thanks for that question, Kendall. Yes, I'm excited. Okay, Pop Tizzle the Tuber. Hi, Dalton. You are sideways. What?
Uh-oh.
That's supposed to be sideways.
Are we sideways, everybody? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Hey, guys, let me know. Am I sideways? Because it's supposed to be landscape.
We've got the phone on its side so it looks...
Yeah, so it looks like it's
like
landscape.
you're watching on TV.
Exactly. Anybody? Just waiting for the feedback. I think we must be side. Yeah, it's sideways.
Oh,
Sideways. Oh, great.
Sorry, guys.
You guys, thank you. Okay, how do we... Can you rotate? You're sideways.
Let's see. I don't know if I can rotate on that, but I can rotate on this. Maybe
We're supposed to be landscape, but... Problem...
I don't know how far this is going to go. Because this is not made to necessarily go straight. That'll work.
All right.
I did not want all the way.
How's that, guys? Is that better? Now you're going to get the awkward YouTube sidebar, but...
And then this should...
But on a phone in vertical, it appears sideways. Okay, is that
How's
better?
that look, guys? I'll go sit down
Anybody?
and test it out.
Let me know. Like I said, this is a new setup. YouTube is a new streaming thing. I usually stream on Facebook and Instagram, so this is new.
Come here, puppy.
Comments, thoughts? Yes?
Say hi to the puppy.
Okay. You started the live stream the wrong way for the landscape, but it looks good now. All right,
Okay,
cool.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Okay, so Kendall asked a question. Let me go back up and read what he asked. Or no, yeah. Which comes first, words or music? Okay, so which comes first, words or music? Ugh, let me come
That
over here.
part, I don't know.
So that's more about like the songwriting in general. I'm guessing that you're asking. So it kind of depends. For me, it kind of comes at the same time. I'm usually like driving in a car and like a little riff comes in my head with like a line or like a lyric, and I'm like, oh, that was cool. And then it kind of just goes from there. So honestly, most of the time it's simultaneous, but when I'm writing with somebody else, then I go into a studio, like when I'm writing with Mike McClellan, we usually figure out like kind of a bass melody and instrumentals, and then we put lyrics on top of it. So it kind of depends who you're writing with. When I'm by myself, it's usually both at the same time, which is weird, but
That's cool.
it's just how it goes.
That's awesome.
It's just how it goes. I want to know, how did you get into like videography and like making films and videos and stuff?
Yeah, so I think it started at a really young age, but like the actual filming didn't start until like a few years ago. It's really interesting. So I used to love watching movies, and I didn't even like care about story, didn't care about what was happening. I just cared about what was on the screen. And so when Lord of the Rings came out and Harry Potter and all these just, cinematic just works of art, I would literally just watch the movie and not even care about what was happening. And like Lord of the Rings for me is pretty boring, but like when I get in, immersed and watch the video, it's just, I don't know what it is, but cinematically I just love the way it looks. And so that's where it kind of spiked. And so I bought my first DSLR and I actually started out doing photography more. And I quickly learned that I didn't love it. And I was like, I like cinematic things. I like watching movies. Maybe I can do filming. And so I started getting into filming, just learning, and it just took off from there. It was just a, uphill climb, and it's just been awesome since. So
that's so cool.
Yeah, and music, I did music for 2 or 3 years in high school. I was actually a guitarist.
Really?
So I played in a few bands. So music videos kind of made sense for me to kind of jump in there. And so that's where I'm
really
at.
cool. Okay, I didn't know that you like did music as well. So music videos is like a cool blend of like
Yeah, it's like kind of bringing back to like my roots.
Nice. So how did you learn mostly? Were you like self-taught, or like did you have like a mentor, like YouTube, or like?
A lot of it started on YouTube first. A really big mentor is Parker Walbeck. You've heard of Parker. He's just an amazing filmer. He actually has a course that I've purchased, and I've learned a lot there. I also work part-time with Nick Sales.
Right.
And so AVM Films is an amazing company. If you ever seen his work, he's awesome. So I've actually worked with him, gone on site with him, and work and talk back and forth all the time and get pointers, and he helps out a lot. So
that's so cool.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I think it's so cool when you like find a passion and a dream and you like make your life. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, you make something of it. It's not easy to do that. Like sometimes it's easier to just be like, oh well, this is like a lot of work to do this on my own. You know what I mean?
No, it's tough, and especially when you go to school for something different. I graduated in marketing.
Oh really?
And so and I was working at an ad agency for about a year, and I was like, I don't love this. Filming is where I want to be, and I just went for it.
Wow.
Leap of faith.
There you go, guys. So go for your dreams.
Yeah,
just
dream.
do it. You thought you were getting like a music video, but this is inspirational
yeah,
speech.
That's awesome.
All right, let's see what else we got here. Okay, I'm gonna slip on this floor. Here we go. Okay, much better. Kelsey, have you ever composed music in your sleep or in a dream? Wow. That's a really cool question. I've never, Kendall, you have so many good questions. I really appreciate your good questions because these questions like make me think. They're things that I've never thought about. Have I ever composed music in my sleep or my dreams? I would say the short answer to that question is yeah. Like I've woken up with like a riff in my mind or like a lyric where I'm just like, oh, that's cool, and then I immediately like record it into my phone and write it down because otherwise I'll totally forget it. But yeah, that's happened to me before where I've woken up sleeping and then have a song in my mind. So I'm really excited to show you guys the stuff I've written, because I have like 4 songs that I've written right now. 3 of them are done. 1 of them's in the process of being recorded and finished. So there's stuff coming. It's always trying to juggle everything with everything else. It's like I've got my own music and then covers and then acting stuff. So anyway, that's why I'm sorry you haven't heard it yet, but it's coming. I promise it's there. So yeah, that's the answer to your question. There's gotta be a more effective way to do this.
I wonder if there's like a wireless iPad.
I know.
Some sort of connection you can do.
Something. Okay, guys. Any other questions? Where could we download your music? So it's on Spotify and SoundCloud right now, but that's the best place to go. Spotify is Kelsey Edwards and SoundCloud is also Kelsey Edwards, but as these songs come out, they'll be going up there on Spotify and SoundCloud. And then the videos will be coming out on YouTube.
I didn't even think if we should do a free download or some sort of download for Heathens.
We should.
That might be a good idea, guys. We'll keep that in mind.
Yeah,
thanks for bringing that to attention.
Thanks, guys. Okay, I have a degree in history, so this is the type of questions historians ask. Who are your musical inspirations? Okay. All right, I'm going to come over there and we can both answer this question. You go first.
Me first?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to say 21 Pilots. That's why I chose the song that I did. More than anything, they even talk about it in their lyrics, but their sounds are different than any other sound.
That is so true.
That is the main reason why I like them. I'm just so tired of the basic drum, basic guitar, basic bass, basic bands that are just bands nowadays. 21 Pilots has a mixture of all those things, and they create sounds, which is far more important to me. I just like something new, something that's fresh.
Totally.
That's kind of what I like.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Thanks again, Kendall, for that question. You have so many good questions. I love that. So, my musical inspirations are like kind of bands. I'm with Cory. I like bands that have a unique sound. I don't like just the same thing we hear on the radio all the time. So, some of my biggest inspirations is a band called Broods. I love them. Like, if I could be Broods, I mean, I want to be myself, but if I could sound or like, you know, be like anyone to be like them. Or a girl named Chelsea Cutler, who's really great. I also love like Lana Del Rey. Kind of that like vibe, that electronic indie vibe. I'm really inspired by those musicians. But another person who really inspires me is Ed Sheeran, because he's very amazing. Organic, right? Like, that's something that's so like, that's why I connect with music so much, is because it's for me it's a way to communicate and to like share how I'm feeling. And so I feel like music is all about those emotions, and Ed Sheeran is someone who just like, he's so raw and he's so real, and he like, to me, he's like the epitome of what music is. So yeah, those would be my inspirations, are those bands and Ed Sheeran. Not that we have a similar style, but just because he's just so real, and I love that. So.
Want me to check?
Yeah.
I'll check for you.
Thanks. So you have to swipe up to the bottom of the screen to see the comments.
Ooh, battery's getting low.
It happens.
So swipe. Okay, where do you two see yourselves 10 years from now? That was from Kendall Hunter.
All right.
You first.
Okay. Well, that's a great question, Kendall. I love your question. So, in an ideal world, my passions are acting and music. Like that's what I want to do. That's what I like want to continue doing for the rest of my life. So, in like a dream world, I would just keep doing that and hopefully be really successful in that and be able to continue living that passion and that dream. In 10 years, I hope I have a family and just doing things that like I want to be able to find opportunities to help other people, to serve other people, and to make the world a better place while also like pursuing these things that I'm so passionate about. And so I guess that's my answer. That would be my dream in 10 years. So you have a wife, so that's a little easier for you to
so my family's already started. We actually got a little boy on the way next month.
That's
Did I tell you
exciting.
that?
I didn't know that.
So November 27th is the due date. So we don't have a name yet. If you guys want to leave a name below for me to think about, I don't know what we want to name him yet, so that'd be awesome.
That's so exciting.
But I hope to have a few more kids. Hope to be doing filming still, because it's my passion. I love filming. I'd love to have a film school, whether it's online or even at a college. I would love to be with people and teaching them and like inspiring them to do something they love. So that'd be really cool. But other than that, family and filming, that's where I want to be. That's
awesome. I think it's so cool. Like, I love being able to use like your passions and hobbies and stuff to do something good. You know what I mean? There's so many like, there's so much negativity in the world that if you can use something that you're good at to like bring light into the world, like that's just, I don't know, that's like the epitome of everything in my opinion. So that's what I want to do. It's cool. That's what you want to do.
Yep.
Just be able to be a light in a world that really needs it. So through your talents and skills. Great question, as always, Kendall.
Next question. Let's see what we got.
Fire another one. What do we got?
So just swipe all the way from the bottom.
Yeah.
Or is there like a little comment box? Do you click on that?
No, you just swipe up and it shows the comments.
Wrong swipe up. Okay. You can download anything off YouTube anyways. Maybe not legally, Pop Tizzle the Tuber. Let's see.
Dalton?
Oh, we got another question from Pop Tizzle the Tuber. What you going to be for Halloween?
What are you going to be for Halloween?
Yeah.
What are you going to be for Halloween, Cory?
I had nothing. I wanted to be Dwight Schrute from The Office.
Yes.
Because my hair is like perfect length right now.
Yeah.
But I've been so busy with editing, I have no time to even go shopping. So that's what I'm going to probably be.
Maybe
Nobody.
go to DI tomorrow.
I'll be myself.
Launches.
Yeah.
So, what am I going to be for Halloween? That's the question of the day, isn't it? I was like, today I was like, I don't know.
Wasn't that your post?
That was my post today. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to be for Halloween. That's probably why Dalton's asking. That's Dalton, by the way. He was at the music video shoot.
Oh, okay, Dalton. Hey, it's okay.
Yeah. Pop Tizzle the Tuber.
That's funny.
He's like, how did you know that was my YouTube? Like,
Oh, yeah, I remember you guys talking about that in the shoot. Yeah.
Nobody else goes by Pop, like Dalton Pop. Anyway, so I am gonna probably dye my hair blue tomorrow.
Nice.
What? It's gonna wash out though. It's gonna be temporary. But I want my hair to be blue. I want it to be blue. So, and you guys know, if you like watch any of my stuff, you know I'm kind of obsessed with galaxy print. So I think I'm gonna wear some galaxy print. I have like a really cool dress, and I'm gonna do my hair blue and like maybe some galaxy like makeup and just kind of be like a galactic girl.
Nice.
So yeah, that's not like really a name, but I just think it'd be fun, and I can't always get away with dressing like that. So
That's awesome.
So that's the plan. What are you gonna be for Halloween? Dalton Pop the Tizzle Tuber? And
we did have one more question from Kendall. He said, how did you get into acting?
Okay.
He said you started very young.
Yes, I did start very young. You're very right. I started acting when I was 5 years old, actually.
Ooh.
Yeah, long time ago. Thank goodness for my mother, who was just like inspired and was like, we need to get this girl doing something. So we did theater for a little while, me and my brothers, and then when I was 10, I moved to LA, got an agent, managers, got all my training there, and that was the start of my acting career. And then I worked in LA for a while, I worked in Texas for a while, where I'm from, and then I worked in Utah on and off, filmed Minor Details here. That's the movie that you guys have probably seen, the one on Netflix. And yeah, I took a break for a little while, focused more on dancing, did ballroom for a while. I went on a mission for my church, and then I came home and I was like, I need to act again. This is my passion. This is what I love. Why did I take a break from this, you know? Sometimes I think I convinced myself for a long time to stop doing it because it was like unreliable and like inconsistent, and I was like, oh no, like it's not smart, whatever. And then I was like, what the heck? This is what I love. Like,
That's what you like to do.
You know, I don't know. I chose to study something in school that would be a very reliable field. So I'm doing like digital marketing. So like they'll always have a job in that, which is great. But I was like, oh, at the end of the day, like, what's my passion? What makes me get out of bed in the morning? It's music and acting. So that's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do. So yeah, that's the answer to that question. I love it. Thanks for asking. And then I guess we asked, how did you start in videography?
Yep. Just have to go for it. So for me, it was a leap of faith. I knew it was going to be risky. My wife was just recently pregnant when I started my business this year, like full on in May.
Wow.
And so she's pregnant, she's not working, and I'm, the breadwinner now. And it was scary at first. Like, it's like, holy cow. But it's what I love. It's what I like to do. And I literally, it's not even a job to me. It's something I can do all the time.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's, I think, when you found your passion, when it's something like that, when it's not a chore to work.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's so crazy.
It's surreal.
Yeah, like I'm so unbelievably happy when I'm just running with like crazy from thing to thing to thing, because it's just something that I'm so unbelievably passionate about. So, so cool. She's like biting her paw. My dogs are weird. You guys aren't seeing this, but they're weird. Okay, let's see. What else do we got over here? I got a Slenderman morph suit on sale.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'll pass, Dalton. Pretty sure I did see you wear that the other day. Okay, what else do we got here? Kelsey, how did you shift from acting into music?
Sorry. The transition is
getting
great.
up and down. Yeah. Okay, so how did I shift from acting into music? So I'm still doing both. Both of them are very much still like passion, like 50-50. Like, I just finished filming a commercial this afternoon, now I'm running over here to do this live stream for a music video that's launching tomorrow. So I try to do both equally, and people always ask me that, like, which one would you do more? And I'm like, honestly, like, I love them both. I've done acting a lot more, music's a more recent thing. But I basically just realized, like, from the time I was a young age, I've always loved music, I've always been really passionate about it, and I was just kind of like, why have I not done this seriously? Why have I not taken this seriously? So honestly, in the last, like, 6 months to a year, I've decided, no, I'm going to do this. I love this thing, I'm going to do it. And so I just kind of jumped full into it, started working, making covers, started working, writing my own songs and getting those made, and then started performing around Provo. So, yeah, that was kind of the idea. It was just like, I just had this awakening where I was like, I'm passionate about this. Why do I keep putting it off? I'm going to do it all the way. So I know that's really simple, but it's just kind of what we've been saying too, is like, if you've got something you're passionate about, like, just do it. Just do it. Even if it's not like the easiest thing, the most reliable thing, just do it.
Yeah, and for me, like, when it comes to filming, it might be a little bit different type of transition. For my transition was, I was working, 9 to 5 at an ad agency, doing, marketing, that kind of stuff. And at nights, I would go and film with buddies or for clients. And so I would try to transition. And the more clientele I built up, the less I, wanted to keep working at my 9 to 5. So eventually I got to a point where I was working way too much and I had to choose one or the other. And so I finally was like, okay, time to cut one off. And it was the ad agency. And then I went to film.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
Weird transition, but it worked.
Well, and the thing is too, Kendall, like, I was thinking about this too, just based on your question, and I think this goes for both probably what we're saying. There's something to be said for being in a field that allows you to be creative and to be able to communicate your vision and your ideas. And so, and I feel like that's true with filmmaking as well.
Big time.
In acting, I love acting. It will always be one of my favorite things. But people tell you what to say. Like, I'm given the lines, I'm given the character, and I'm only given an opportunity if somebody chooses me to play this character. So the thing that to me that's very freeing about music is that I can create my own opportunities. Like, no one can tell me I can't make a music video. No one can tell me I can't write a song and have it produced or produce it myself. Like, nobody can tell me that I can't have this role. And the other things too, no one can tell me what I can or can't say. Like, I can communicate my own feelings and my own words and my own thoughts. So that's another reason why I chose to emphasize in music a little bit more, is because I wanted to be able to communicate who I am, who Kelsey Edwards is, not just who this person is that plays other people. So it's a way to communicate who I am, as well as just share something that I'm so passionate about. So.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. All right. Let's sorry. Check this comments. All right. What do we got here? Sierra Lauren collab coming when? Oh, you remember Sierra?
Yeah. Hey Sierra, what's up?
Yeah, we've talked about it. We're gonna hopefully work on something beginning of next year or the end of this year, because we're both very busy. But okay, we got any other questions? Mission where? Yes, I did. I'm like, maybe I'll just sit here. This is just easier. No. I did serve a mission. Yeah, I don't even know if you guys can see me right now. I did serve a mission. I served my mission in Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama. It was wonderful. It's the best 18 months, such a wonderful experience, and I loved it and learned a lot, and I've been home for 3 years now. Did you serve a mission?
Yep, I served in Panama, so Panama City Mission.
Cool.
Yep.
I didn't even know.
So Central America.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like...
Sorry for being dumb.
Yeah, no, you're good. It's kind of like Costa Rica, Guatemala, all those countries in Central America. So
Okay.
Spanish speaking.
Awesome.
Yep.
Great
It's cool.
experience.
Yeah, it was really hot there.
I bet.
Super humid.
Do you guys have cars or bikes or anything?
I didn't get to ride bikes or use cars. We walked the entire mission. It was
Whoa,
crazy.
That's
It
crazy.
would be too dangerous even if you wanted to ride bikes and cars
Really?
in most of those areas. Yep.
It's a dangerous area.
Yep. A lot of dirt roads and hill climbing.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
crazy. That's crazy. Hi.
Yep.
Wow. I feel like I have a lot of respect for that, because in my mission we drove. I biked
Lucky.
too. I biked and I walked,
That's
but like
awesome.
we drove a lot.
Yeah. I still gained a lot of weight even with all the walking.
Oh.
So much rice.
Yes, I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Alabama, everything's fried. Everything is fried in butter and cheese.
That's awesome.
Okay.
But Southern hospitality is something to be said about.
Oh yeah,
That's
that is
awesome.
true. All right, any other questions, guys? Do you have a mission statement or a personal motto?
Not necessarily. What I try to stick to though when it comes to filming and because there's a lot of direction you can go in filming. And so I only take jobs that I know they're still going to be spiritually uplifting or positive with like a good impact. So with this video, it's a little bit spooky, but I definitely dialed it into a part where I knew it wouldn't be scary and too dark. I wanted to have that feel of Halloween, but I didn't want to go to that level where I'm like, oh, this might be bad for my branding or my image. And so more than anything, I take positive and uplifting clientele. And so a lot of my music videos are spiritually, gospel related or just good, uplifting, positive music. So
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Again, Kendall, your questions are always so on point. I don't know how you thinks so deeply about
That's
everything.
awesome.
I love that. Thank you so much for asking. So as far as a mission statement or a personal motto, this probably is like different than what you're expecting, but something that I say a lot is life is good. And that's very like simple on the surface, but for me it breaks down to a little bit more For one, my grandma, who's someone I admired a lot, said that all the time growing up. She'd always tell me, life is good, life is good, life is good. And she's passed away now, and so that's something that I like continue to say is like, life is good. And because what that means to me is like, beyond all the negative things that happen, beyond like the challenges, the trials that we go through, life in and of itself is to be enjoyed, and it's to be learned from, and it's to be like seized, you know. Take every opportunity, do everything you can, go all the way, because life is good. And that doesn't mean that's a walk in the park. Like, we've all struggled with things. I've had a lot of challenges in my life. I'm sure you have too. It doesn't mean that like your life is just good, but it's all about your perspective. And so I choose that no matter what happens from day to day, life is good. And so that's something that's, like I said, close to me for what it means, but also because of my grandma. So yeah, that's that. Thanks again for that question. I appreciate that. Okay, any other questions? If not, let's see. Let's check out what's going on over here. Okay. Oh, Liz asked a question and then she retracted it.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Liz, what did you want to ask?
That's been a tough question.
Top spots to visit in LA. Have you been to LA?
Never.
Never?
Not once.
All right. Well,
I wouldn't know.
okay. It depends on what you're looking for. It depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for like cool people, like I would go downtown, go to Hollywood. If you're looking for food, I don't know. If you want to know like where to go in LA, just message me, Dalton. I can help you out. Okay, Kendall's asking, favorite book and movie?
Harry Potter and Harry Potter. Honestly, I would not lie about that either.
Really?
It's literally my favorite series of all the books. And for the movies, I know they're bad acting and there's just like plot holes and everything's wrong about the movies. But I grew up watching those, and there's something heartwarming about it, and I will watch those over and over and over and never get tired of it.
Both the books and the movies?
Yeah, both of them. I love it.
All right. Okay, I'll come answer this question too. Okay. My talk, they're so funny. All right, so my favorite book and my favorite movie. I love the series of Unfortunate Events books. Have you ever read those books?
No, but I've heard it's great.
Oh,
I've seen the series on Netflix.
Yeah, it's not as good actually.
Yeah,
it's really not.
I bet it's always that way with
Which
movies and
is
stuff.
typical. So if you like that series, you'll love the books. But those books are my favorite. I grew up with them. We like listened to them in the car on our road trips to places, and so I love them. Favorite movie? Oh, I don't even know. I like The Prestige. Have you seen it?
Great movie.
Yeah, Prestige is good.
That was a fun one.
I'm also all about like chick flicks, of course, because I'm a girl. So like A Walk to Remember, also classic. But if you want to know what TV show I'm really into right now, it shouldn't be surprised.
Stranger Things?
I'm obsessed with Stranger Things.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh, did you finish it?
I haven't finished it. We're on episode like 4. But I will say, okay, I'm not going to give anything away, but when it comes to cinema, I like the first one better.
Really?
Just the way it looks and the way they filmed it, I like the look better.
I don't know.
But the second one's still awesome. The story's cool. Go watch it.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
For real. What about you guys? Are you Stranger Things fans? I'm so obsessed with it. I finished it last night finally. Stayed up till like 3 a.m. watching all these like Beyond Stranger Things documentaries.
Cool.
I don't have a problem. I love it so much. I like followed all
so
this.
spooky.
I know. But it's so good. It's so good. Like the storyline is so good and the acting.
It's so original. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not like the scary movies. Like it's like a good mystery. Like it's a great scary mystery.
Yeah. And the acting is just phenomenal. Like those kids are amazing. I'm like, you're like 12 years old. Like how are you doing that? Like that's amazing.
I saw 11 last year at Comic-Con.
Are you serious?
Yep,
I would
so
die.
Cool. So she already had her hair grown out like in the second series. So that was so cool.
Dang.
I was like 10 feet away from her. She was like putting makeup on. I'm like, hey, no one else is like here, and I'm looking at 11. This is so cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. I love those kids. They're amazing. Okay, Stranger Things. Obsessed. All right. Okay. Do you watch The Voice? Do you watch The Voice?
I've seen like 5 episodes, but I don't religiously watch it. But I do like Blake Shelton.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, Paul. Hi, Paul. Thanks for tuning in. He says, "Oh no, vertical video." Okay, so I had it in landscape. I had it on landscape, Paul, and then everyone told me that it was sideways.
It was like flipped, and we were like tilted.
Yeah, so I flipped it this
vertical.
way. So I need help. YouTube.
We'll get there. First time on YouTube Live. We'll
Yeah. So I don't know, Paul. I had it landscape because I remember you commented on my last video and said that, so I put it landscape. But then everyone's like, "You're sideways," so then we flipped it. So when you start it, maybe it goes that way. Yeah, I don't know if maybe it's just different on phones. I really don't know. Okay, Kendall. Personal question. Yes. Wow. That that is a personal one. I will have to teach you, Kelsey, how to do landscape on a phone. Okay, deal, Ryan. You teach me how to do it. Only little YouTube newbie over here.
That's awesome.
Okay, so yeah, Kendall, that is a really personal question, but that's okay. I can answer it. So he just said, Kelsey's dad left her. How do you keep going? That is true, and I am totally deserving of that question because I put in a music video. But yeah, that was really hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was like a really hard event in my life. I was 15. I was 15 when my dad left, and I was like, whoa, not expecting that. But you know what? It's okay. Like, honestly, like I was talking about earlier, everything happens for a reason, which sounds really cliche, but bad things happen to us in life, and you don't really understand why for a long while. But basically, the short answer to that question is that, like, everything you go through makes you stronger, and I'm grateful for that. So when people ask me about it, it's not something that like I'm ashamed to talk about or hide or anything like that, because it's really made me who I am today. So the challenges that we go through and the things that we do, like, you just have to realize that you have the opportunity to let them shape you into something better or to like make you worse. You know, I know a lot of people who have gone through similar situations as me. Like, honestly, having a parent leave is not that uncommon, unfortunately. And you can choose how to let that situation, or how to respond to that situation. You can go off on another path, you can make bad choices, you can do whatever you want, you can use it as an excuse for bad behavior if you want to, or you can choose to like let it make you stronger and to be more resilient as a result. And so that's kind of just what I chose to do. And so yeah, and that's how I choose to respond to every trial, is just like, yeah, this sucks really bad, but what can I learn from it? How can I be better, and how can I be stronger because of it? So I don't know if you have anything you want to add about.
Yeah, I would just say, like, life is going to throw you hard things. Like, nobody has a perfect, easy life. Yeah. And it really just depends on how you react to a situation. Like, you can get mad, you can be sad, or you can choose to move on and try to make best with what is given. And that really is what shapes you in the end. You make the decision. And though that decision was not yours to be made, the initial, decision, it's your choice to be, happy and learn how to grow from that.
Yeah, you choose how you respond. You don't always get to choose the crap that happens to you, but you choose how you respond to it every single time.
Yep. And
that's like what defines your character, in my opinion.
Yep.
So. Preach.
Awesome.
Thanks, Kendall. Great question. Okay, what else we got here? I think I've run out of questions. Is that possible? I don't know. Kendall, you always have so many wonderful questions. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your engagement on this live stream. It makes it a lot more fun. And everybody else too. Ryan and Paul and Liz and Dalton. And also, Liz, to answer your question, I haven't watched The Voice at all this year. I probably should watch it, but because I know some people that are on it